I'm very religious, and I came from a good family, and one of the best persons you would ever want to be in your life. I've been with my son his whole career. Dad's ain't corrupt. It started out with Dad's corrupt, Snoop, RBX, Joel, and Rage. Before Nate Dogg and Pac came along. I've been with my son the whole clique through the whole career. Them I've always supported the people who worked around them. And make a long story short, I've always supported people that was in this business that's really has talent, and they're out there pursuing it no matter what, and they ain't giving up. From Deep Cover, when they wasn't happy, when they was really broke, and to nothing but a G thing, to where when they came to Detroit, I moved to Detroit because I was transferred there. Stoop had a pocket full of money, and I could see that he was a very happy person, because money do make you happy. I was the one influenced corrupt, and they asked them, because during that particular time, they was the best rap tandem to me in rap history. And then the Wu-Tang Clan came along, you know what I'm saying? And they had a bunch of guys who spun off from that. But there was something about the Dog Pound, there was something about Death Row Records. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to last, but it was something about, they put out the Deep Cover, The Chronic, Murder Was the Case, Doggy Style, Dog Food, All Eyes on Me, and Stoops Upside the Head. But those five albums, CDs, made them, I mean, they made history. They made a lot of money off those CDs. When Stoop first came in the game, when they shot videos, you might as well say the whole neighborhood. Once word got out, it was Dre and Stoop, because they was hot back then, and they was brand new to the scene. You had people come from Long Beach. I mean, it was so many people I couldn't name them all. It was a lot of Stoop's homeboys, the Low Lives, the Dub Shack, Bo Rockefeller, Big C Style, Little C Style, Dad's Ain't Corrupt. So it was a whole combination of people. But Stoop and Dre really was the focus of the whole thing. I was glad to be the person behind my son when Suge went to jail, to take him down to No Limit Records and get him away from the atmosphere. And I don't know how Master P got my number or whatever the situation is, but he started calling me, and me and Stoop went down there, and he was down there for 3 years. He was happy, then again he wasn't happy, but the last CD he came out with, Last Meal, that's my told Stoop. When you leave P, Master P, get your own record label, because you self-advertise, you put in the work. Don't forget, instead of putting money, you put money in Suge's pocket, you put money in P's pocket. Now it's time for you to go out there and get your own stuff, and that's exactly what he did. In this business, like, God give everybody a gift, and either you got it or you don't. A lot of people got it, but a lot of people don't take that next step and go out there and take those chances to get from point A to point B. 95, I was in this video in New York. I just retired from the post office, November 22nd. We flew to Secaucus, New Jersey, and Dad's Ain't Corrupt was doing that song, New York. And Suge had took a bunch of lowriders up there, so I was in that video. I was in the part at Times Square. We filmed that day in Secaucus, New Jersey. I was in that part, but the next day, that night, I was in Times Square. I was stooping down with the lowriders cars. Okay, that was another one of my videos. In '95, when I shot the video, the judge had let Stoop go to New York shoot that video because some murder trial was going on. And that was a 2-year wait. Me and Stoop had been waiting for this trial to start. And we always scared. I didn't know whether he was going to win or lose, right? So that brought on my retirement from the post office. I had 7 more years before I was going to retire from the post office. That was my child. And I knew if I would have been there in that courtroom with him, he'd probably be in jail today. I was the one that had to get him up in the morning, because he had got all relaxed. He was coming up in the music world. He got all relaxed. It was hard for him to get up. His wife Shantae was still young. I had my first grandkid and stuff, and they were just young. Make a long story short. And when you're young, and then he was spoiled. Everybody's running behind him. So by me just taking an early retirement, 7 years early, I really didn't retire what I did. I froze my retirement because I didn't know whether he was going to jail or either he was going to get acquitted. But David Kenner and Suge Knight guaranteed me, he said, Pops, he's not going to jail. And I believe in that. So for this trial started in December, I think last part of March, they got acquitted. After he got acquitted, then this is when I started going overseas with Snoop. London with Snoop. I went overseas with Snoop for 45 days. It was Snoop, Blackstreet, Teddy Riley and them, Case, and SWV. Okay, so that's when all my dreams started coming true, because I seen these people on TV and stuff, and I really didn't know how big Snoop was in the music business. I knew he was big in the United States, but I had never been overseas before. And when I went overseas with him, that's when I realized that man, you 10 times bigger overseas than you are here. And to give you an example, we went to Amsterdam first, okay? No, we went to London first. We went to Manchester, England. Shoes Swab was Snoop's manager then. Started off in Manchester, went to Birmingham, went to Sheffield, Liverpool, Sussex, and then we came to London to run Marina. Then we went to Amsterdam. Okay, Snoop had big crowds in all the places I just named. But when I went to Amsterdam, I'll never forget, as long as I live, this is when I realized how big Snoop was. And this time I don't think that everybody on that bus that was with us would never forget. We went to the Green Light District, of course, to smoke. Get to the Green Light District, we got two of us. They parked over here. We get out, walk across the street and go inside the coffee shop, and we don't see nobody. I mean, nobody. But just people walking them down the street. Stayed in there for a couple hours, smoked and stuff, get back on the bus. And this is no lie, when we got back in those buses, and the bus driver started the buses up, it seemed like thousands and thousands of kids started running from out of the alleys. We didn't even see them, it's like they was hiding. I mean, it was like staring off an ant bed, and they came from everywhere. They surrounded the buses. I mean, I'm not talking about 4, 5, 6, 7,000. I'm talking about 15, 20,000, and we couldn't even move. And one thing I admired about Snoop, that's why I knew that he was loyal to his fans. He signed autographs so long to where he couldn't sign them one day, and I took him and started signing because I could write just like him. Okay, so we signed autographs, they found it, and the cops finally came, and we found love. But that's when I realized how big Snoop was. Because like I said, like I had been working at the post office, like I went on 15 cities, the Chronic tour. But during that time, it was drum everywhere we went. 1999, I came out to West Side Rounders album. 2000, when Pac got killed, and then Biggie got killed, that's when I told Snoop, I'm backing away from this rap game. I seen to where you can lose your life, man. And by me being Snoop's dad, they didn't have no bodyguards like security like he had. I was hanging in the breeze. You know what I'm saying? I opened my eyes up because I went to Stockholm, Sweden. I went to Switzerland. I went to Denmark, New Zealand. It was a big tour. Okay, for '97 come around. I never forget. Daz came out with this album the CD called Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back. We filmed it up in Oakland at Edgemont Mall. Ah. Okay, Edgemont Mall in the back. You know, Edgemont Mall has a back port to it. And B Nutty and Raheem, the group of B Nutty, his mom came to the video shoot. And during that particular time, Spice One and all the baby was jumping them again. You know, they get E40, Rapping Forte, and Banks, all them guys. I mean, the rap game was it was like on the upbeat then, as we all know, right? So I was in that video. I shot part of that down in LA. I shot part of that up in Oakland. When Snoop first came to the game, everybody called me Pops. Then went from Pop to Poppa Doctors. '96, I'm over in London with Snoop on that tour I was telling you about. Me, Nate Dogg, and Daz and everybody. During that time, Puffy Johnson just came out with a record. This chick from LA, we knew Puffy Johnson. She had a hit record out there. The rap was over there. Because during that time, in December, everybody come over there because ain't shit happening over here, so they come over overseas. The man and Brad and Snoop was in the room getting our head bad for my birthday and shit. And Snoop kept calling me Poppa Doctors, and Brad said, hold up. No, Brad, she real aggressive. She was Snoop. Calling your daddy Poppa Doctors, said he's like a godfather. We're gonna call him Poppa Snoop. That's how I got the name. The Brad was the one who gave me that name.